Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black House Booking, and I got a very special video for y'all today. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, you already know the vibes, man. This we probably already got 900 videos on this channel by now, so check them all out if you can, playlist them. And also follow me on Instagram at Real Black House Booking and join my Discord link in the description down below. But enough about me. I got a special guest in the building today. Now, before y'all ask, no, she don't got a wrestling channel. No, she don't got a wrestling Instagram, a wrestling TikTok. I got an artist in the building. I got Abby is in the building, a polymer clay artist, and she has her own Etsy shop. And you can look at her link in the description down below. And I got the Instagram on the video. Voodoo Bop, y'all. Not Doodle Bob, none of that. It's Voodoo Bop. And she makes some really, really great pieces, really, really talented. I really, really like them. And y'all better run it up, man. She got some good prices for y'all as well. So, Abby, I'm gonna let you talk to the people for a second before we get into the video. So what's going on? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, a little nervous. This is my first interview, but I really want to thank you, Kai, for having me on. I really enjoy your content and just what you got going on is amazing and like keep on staying on the grind and doing your thing. And like I would love to see your channel grow. You already got such a big, channel, what you have already, but just seeing your growth and everything and staying consistent is really motivating. And I really appreciate the opportunity you're giving me and the opportunity you've given other people. So yeah, my name's Abby and I'm an artist. I'm a polymer clay artist, like how you said. I've been sculpting for about 6 years now. And like I just got into the craft because I love creating. I love, just making stuff that comes to my head, that's stuff that I like. I like that you said I'm not just a wrestling artist. Like I like to make a lot of wrestling content, but I just really like to make what is in my heart and what I enjoy. And I just really love wrestling. Like it's always been a part of my life. My dad always he introduced it to me when I was little, but I kind of fell out of love with it until he took me to a wrestling show. Like it was like 4 or 5 years ago. I forgot when it was, but when I saw it live, I fell back in love with it. And so I started watching it consistently, and I just really fell in love with the characters and the wrestlers. And so I just incorporated into my art.
See, y'all, there's other ways to be a part of the fandom of wrestling. So just so y'all know, so y'all don't get too like, what? I didn't bring a wrestling content creator. And nah, I'm messing with everybody. As long as you're a fan, I'm with it. So let me put us side by side now because we about to get into the video. Boom. All right. Now, because I wanted you to have the spotlight. That's why I had you up there first. Not because I didn't know how to do it. I just wanted you to be there first. So we're gonna talk about some Royal Rumble predictions, and it's coming up fast. It's actually February 1st, which January flew by. But we're gonna give some predictions. We're gonna give three men, three women who we think is gonna win the Royal Rumble. Great possibilities. But first, we are having we know one match confirmed for sure. Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, for the real title and the fake title ladder match. I want to know, like, what's your thoughts on that? And like, who do you think is gonna win? And like, what do you think of the match and the story and everything so far?
Definitely, definitely Cody. I feel like this is Cody's match. He's not ready. He's not ready to give that championship up. And I definitely don't think to Kevin Owens, not yet. I think this is just a nice little filler feud for the Rumble, And I think it's going to bring back Randy Orton. I'm ready for him to come back.
Mm.
If not, yes, I'm ready. Like, I don't know if he's going to be in the Rumble or if he's going to interfere in this match or show up. I don't know. I'm just ready. I know Cody's gonna win, but I just want to see how that's gonna play out. And especially it being a ladder match too. Like I'm ready. I'm tired of these feuds that don't have like a little staple, something fun in there, like making it different, like these rematches we have. Like if you're gonna have a rematch, make it something different, shake it up a little bit. And so I'm glad I see like a ladder match, the belts hanging above the ring. I like that.
I agree. Well, I mean, wishful thinking. I would love Kevin Owens to win, even if he lose it right after. But Cody Rhodes gonna win. Make him look a little stronger, and then I think whoever wins the Rumble gonna beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. But let me not jump the gun. But I do agree with you. I think it's gonna be a good match. Kevin Owens gonna, get something off, but Randy Orton to come interfere, that's interesting. That's an interesting. Hmm. I ain't even think about that. Now I might have to edit that out and I'm gonna steal that from you and then I'll make a video. I'm just playing. But so with that being said, I had to write my picks down because I really, really didn't know. It's a lot going on. But so do you want to start with the women first or the men first?
I think I want to get the big one out the way, like the really like with like the heaviest stars. I feel like we need to get like the men's out the way because I feel like they got like I think it's only like really three people I can think of that are really in contendership to win, like who are my pick to win. So
Okay.
my first one, I'm gonna just get out the way. I'm gonna say we all know Roman Reigns. They probably threw his name into winning. I could see it. Like a little inverse on like Cody winning the Rumble
Mm,
and then him winning the Rumble and then going to challenge Cody. Even though I never thought about Roman versus Cody like three times, three straight WrestleManias in a row. I can see it happening, but I don't know if I really want that. Like I don't I like I would want them to see them face each other again, but I don't think it needs to happen again at another WrestleMania. Like if they want to run it back, they can run it back another time, but I can see it. It's a potential story. It's there, it's right there. They don't have to do too much work, building a story because the story is already there. So I think that'll be easy.
okay. That's a good first one. I don't think Roman gonna win it. I think he just in it just to I think Drew is gonna eliminate him. Because they still got to run a match. So, but we'll see. For my first one for the men, I'm trying to think. Do I want to go realistic or my unrealistic one? So for the first one, I'm gonna go John Cena. I'll get the big one out the way as well. I think it's more possible than people think. A lot of people like, oh, you just in it to be in it. I think John Cena could win it. Him and Cody Rhodes just have a match straight up because I think we still might get Roman versus Rock. So for the first one, that's a throwaway. I'm gonna go John Cena for the first one.
Yeah, I had John Cena on my list too, but I had him like as my number one. I feel like he's gonna go in, but I don't think he should be facing Cody. I think he should face Gunther. I feel
Ooh.
like Cody Cody has like he could find somebody else easy. He could face like Randy, he could face Roman, he could face anybody else, but I feel like Gunther needs that kind of like star power with John Cena, like old
Hmm.
fans coming in watching because everybody's gonna be talking about John Cena retiring. And I feel like, Gunther is like, a heel, John Cena coming in as that baby face. And I feel like John Cena should go to WrestleMania, but I don't know if he should win. Like not yet, because like I wish WrestleMania was at the end of the year. So if it was, then he could win and it'll be like, okay, a good cap off to the end of his career. But I feel like, okay, he wins, the Rumble goes to face Gunther, but then Gunther's a killer. Like re semi-retired John Cena coming back, he's a little rusty. He hasn't won a singles match in a while.
Hmm.
Gunther would, he'll really lay into him, and that will really make us really sympathetic to John, and it will be like a really good come up story, like maybe a rematch with Gunther later on, closer to the end, he wins. Like, but I don't know. I don't know. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's gonna if he gets a match at WrestleMania for the title, I don't think he's gonna win. I would be better for him to win his last match, like win a title like the last match and just be like, all right, here, take the belt back. I'm cool with that. But
Yeah.
Gunther, I mean, that would be good for Gunther, but I don't want Gunther to be champion for, I'm tired of 300 days, 200, 500. Like, nah, I want him to, whoever he face, which I think my next one might get there, he should lose to whoever he faces, I think.
Mhm.
Um, you know what? I'm gonna throw out my bold prediction one. And this is like a 1% chance this happened. Vince McMahon just settled that whole thing that he going through. I think they bring back Brock Lesnar, challenge Gunther at WrestleMania.
Oh wow, yeah, like I know that was a dream match for a long time, and I thought it was gonna happen. Like, what Royal Rumble was it? I forgot. It was like, was it 23? It was like when Cody won it the first time. I think that was
And
23.
Gunther was like one of the last ones. I think it was that one.
Yeah, but no, Brock was going on with he was having a feud with Bobby at the time. I think that went nowhere. That really
Hmm.
made me upset because I'm like, y'all had these two going at it and then just threw that story into the water. But yeah, that would be interesting. I didn't think about Brock coming back.
I say 1% chance. If it happened, people wouldn't be happy about it. But I mean, him versus Gunther is whatever. Because they might let Gunther beat him actually. If even if he come back, they might let him, but I doubt it. That was just a good one. But what's your last pick for the men's side though?
You see, I wasn't sure. Like, I had to go with CM Punk. I feel like
Mm.
last year may have been the way to go with Seth being champion and then having CM Punk win so he can face Seth. But if not last year, then I feel like, okay, let's try again this year. But I don't know who he should face. I don't know if it'd be Cody or Gunther. I'm not sure. I mean, he would have a history with Cody. I don't know, but maybe something new with Gunther. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I had CM Punk as my last pick too. I think Gunther. It There's so many ways that they could do. He could go Cody. But then Paul Heyman owe him a favor. That's the only reason why. If he win the Rumble, then there's no point of it being a favor because you go on main event WrestleMania. I think the favor is to main event WrestleMania. I don't know how that happens. Maybe Roman wins the Rumble, challenges Cody, and then Punk like, wait a minute, you owe me a favor. Make it a triple threat match. I think
Oh,
that's probably what they're gonna do.
okay then. All right then. That's a good prediction. That's a wild card right there. I wouldn't expect that.
Oh, listen, I'm clipping that. That's gonna be a short for sure. Because I just thought about that. But that's probably, I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. That would be cool. But if The Rock can't come back, now if The Rock can't come back, Roman versus Rock, get it over with.
Right. Like it needs to The Rock is not getting any younger. He looks great, and you don't have to be, going in the ring for like 30 minutes to an hour. But it's
Hmm.
just like, if you keep on dragging it out, then people are gonna get tired. They're gonna be like, okay, like when's this match gonna happen? And when it do happen, they're gonna be like, okay, this should have been happening already. So yeah, I would say get that out the way. Roman doesn't need to win the Rumble. Like, but I could see it as a possibility. But he already got, so many storylines lined up. He don't need to be in a world title match at WrestleMania to make it a big match.
Nah, I agree. But but then it's like they're gonna take the main event away from. I don't know. That's a tough story because Roman and Rock got to be a main event. Like that can't be the first match. It got to be the last match. But we'll see. But for
Right.
the women's side, though, I think this is going to be a little interesting. Who was your first pick for the women's side?
I got Charlotte. I got Charlotte Flair. I see her coming back. I see her coming back. But the thing is, I don't know who she should face because she already has so many matches with Rhea. You know,
Mm-mm.
39, I love that match. It was my favorite match on the card, and I wasn't expecting it because the storyline, I'm a storyline kind of person. If the storyline don't get me, then I don't really care. And I was like, this seemed rushed. Rhea should have chose Bianca. I want to see Bianca versus Rhea. I was like, I was not feeling that match at all. But that night, I can't tell you that much about the match, but I remember my feeling. I was like, oh my goodness, this match that I had not cared about is the best match on the card. And I think of that WrestleMania. Like the tag team main event had the best story, but that match just pure wrestling and like the
Mm-hmm.
storytelling with the wrestling, I was just like I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. And when she won it, I was like, so Rhea and Charlotte can run it back for me. Like I know the magic they can make in that ring, but new versus old, I feel like Charlotte should probably, she should confront Tiffany. If Tiffany makes it, as champion till WrestleMania, Tiffany versus Charlotte, I think that would be interesting.
I'm about to say, well, I guess we just sharing all the picks. I chose Charlotte too. Um, I think Charlotte versus Tiffany is the obvious one. Now, funny enough, I think Tiffany make it to WrestleMania, but I think if Charlotte come back and win and challenge her, I think she gonna beat her. Cause t like Tiffany don't need a long title run. You know, you seen Braun Breaker had a short title run, got it back. I don't think Triple H is beat for the young ones being champion for like 500 days, 400 days. So Charlotte Flair come back, get that two steps closer to breaking her father record. So I do think that if Charlotte were to win, she would definitely challenge Tiffany. But I think Charlotte Flair might have attacked Jade Cargill. So maybe Jade Cargill might get her up out of there. And with that being said, I'm gonna go obvious. Everybody talking about Io Sky. I think Io Sky has a great possibility of winning and choosing Rhea. I don't know why she would do that, but I think it's a possibility. Or throw it for a swerve and choose Tiffany.
Now, I didn't even think about EO winning the Rumble, which, she would be a good contender though, because she can really go. Like, if you don't believe in EO, you need to watch her work, like
Mm-hmm.
so she can put on a match, a 5-star match with anybody. And like I think she would go with Tiffany. I think she would gel well better with Tiffany, I feel. I feel like I don't know about her and Rhea. I don't know. The personalities don't really clash that well for me. I don't know if they could pull off a good story together, but I don't know. I think her and Tiffany would be a better matchup.
Got you. So who you got for the next one?
My next one, I was thinking Becky Lynch might come back.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
okay.
know. I don't know. I feel like Becky needs to be out just a little while longer. I know that's like I love Becky. She's great. But like, sometimes, you don't want to come back too often. It'll just like wrestling's that type of job career that, you got to be okay with sitting out for a little bit.
Right.
And because there are so many people, so many like so many talented people and wrestlers out there, like, like people want to see it switched up. People need their time to shine. And then you come back and like if you come back too much, then your shine is gonna be a little bit diminished. But I see her coming back because I say she can win because I can see her putting on a good match and having a good story with either Tiffany or Rhea because they already had that history together. Like her and Tiffany when Becky was NXT champion. I remember her and Tiffany were going at it, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I see them running it back, her picking Tiffany and being like, okay, let's run this back. But this time, women's world champion at WrestleMania, it's an even bigger playing field. And her and Rhea, like, it was last WrestleMania, right? That's when they
Mm-hmm.
had their match. So they could run it back. It could be like a turn that into a trilogy, like not a trilogy, but a sequel.
Yeah. That so listen, we didn't talk about these picks before. This is spontaneous. My last pick was Becky Lynch. And this is what I was thinking. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, she could really go either way. They could do the recycle the Rhea and Charlotte story where, Rhea lost the NXT title, came back and beat Charlotte, at 39, do the same thing, Tiffany, Becky. Becky beat Tiffany. Now Tiffany come back and retain the championship and crush, Becky Lynch WrestleMania moment. So I did choose Becky Lynch. I might have to screenshot this and put my notes on the screen because they probably gonna think we lying. But nah, we legit had pretty much all the same picks except for like one person. I think Io Sky was the only pick we didn't have. So that's actually crazy.
Right.
Okay.
And my last one was going to be Alexa Bliss. I don't know. I feel
Mm.
like, we're ready for her to come back. And I feel like if she does come back, the only one I will want to see her face, she was the only one that I was like, I can only see her choosing one person, and that's Tiffany Stratton. Put her back on SmackDown, and I don't know, I don't see her winning, but maybe throw her back on SmackDown where the Wyatt Six are.
Hmm.
So, that'll give her a spot, because they're on SmackDown now. I think, they moved them. But maybe that'll just lead into a whole nother story for Alexa. I don't know if that would be worthy of winning the Rumble, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely going. I think her and Nikki Cross got to do something. So I think she definitely got to go to SmackDown. Raw, they got enough right now. Honorable mention, I this is my wild card. I had Bailey winning because I'm trying to see why she been on
Oh,
TV so much lately. I'm like, if she won, she could go against Rhea, and then Rhea could say she beat three of the four horsewomen. I think that would be a cool story. And then she'd be like, "Well, I can't get the other one
yeah,
because she won't come back." She could talk shit and whatever. So I think that would be dope. Yeah, that was my honorable mention for the women for sure. And then you had mentioned Randy Orton. I was going to say Randy Orton for the men, but the only thing with Randy Orton is him winning. It would definitely have to be him and Cody Rhodes because I'm not watching him and Gunther if he was to do that. It got to be him and Cody
right,
if that happened.
right. Him and Cody just have so much history, and they haven't gone back on that yet, like
Nope.
in full force. Like when Cody was just starting out, just how Randy was. Like Randy was a whole different person back then.
Hmm.
And he had Cody as his lackey and everything. I'm like, okay, run it back. Like, will Randy feel some type of way? Be like, okay, you world champion, but like, I'm still better than you. Or will Cody have some type of like, well, I don't know. Cody has was felt some type of way about that. He probably would have said that by now, or but I see Randy turning heel, and facing Cody.
Shoot, let Randy win. Listen, Cody, we're not about to keep letting people be champion for 2 years and 5 years. No, let Cody lose to Randy. That's a good
Right.
way to lose, and he'd be like, "Well, that's the only person I could never beat at WrestleMania." So I think that would be dope. I think that would be dope. Those are our Rumble
Yeah.
predictions, y'all. All right, so are you gonna watch the Royal Rumble first day, or are you gonna watch the replay?
Oh yeah, first day. Listen,
Okay.
I pay-per-views, I gotta watch them first day. Like,
Got you. No, I'm definitely, it's so close, but no, I'm definitely watching it because we got to get used to it, watching it now because next year we're going to have to watch it at 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 a.m., 12 p.m. because it's in Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to enjoy Indianapolis for now, for sure. But yeah, I mean, listen, y'all, that was, we had a great conversation, great points. We both agreed on a lot of similar things. So, I think y'all should really leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below, and y'all go Instagram Voodoo Bop and y'all go to the Etsy shop. The link is in the description. You want to say anything to the people, about why, that they should purchase some great art pieces from you?
well, they don't have to, if they don't want to, no pressure on that, just any support is, great. But I should say, like, you can see from my art that I really put love into it. Anything that you want, any suggestions, I ask you, I get your story about what you want, and I make it like if something that I would want. And also my work, I haven't told you this, but my work is approved by Ava Rain herself. I made one of the first figures of her, I think, and like I tagged her and she had purchased one of them. This is the first one that I made, but she had bought one of them. She
That's
actually bought
fire.
three of them. So she posted it on her story and everything. And so I need to send you the screenshot of that. So you just proof that she bought it. She got it in her hands, her keychains, so that's just one thing that I could say. That was one of the coolest things that happened to me, because like, I'll tag, the wrestlers I make and they'll like it. And that's
Hmm.
enough for me, like it or post it on their stories. But she actually reached out to me and she said, "Hey, is this for sale?" And I'm like, "Hey, I will give it to you." Because like that's just an honor in itself. But she was like, "No, I want to support." And I'm like, okay, so that was, that just meant the world to me. So yeah, so it's Ava Rain approved. I don't know if The Rock saw him or not, but that would have been pretty cool. So, but yeah, like, if you want to support my work, it means the world to me, and this meant the world to me. Thank you for interviewing me and asking me about that.
Nah, of course. Nah, I saw the Jey Uso, the Mercedes Monet, and then I saw the Little Mermaid one. I don't know what I ain't even see the new Little Mermaid, but that one I don't know what it was. I was like, yo, this is fire. Don't ask me why, but it was dope for sure. Cause you had the regular one, the one that Hallie did, and I was like, oh, she's got both of them. So it was just dope. But listen. pop culture, everything, anime. She got everything. So y'all better tap in. And she said, no, y'all go support, y'all go buy it. That's coming from me. So that's just my opinion. But I appreciate you for coming on. I mean, listen, we might have to tap in again. No, we going to tap in again for sure and make some more videos because easy
Right,
conversation. And hey y'all, who knows?
right.
Maybe
It
she
is.
maybe
It
she'll want to make a
I,
channel after this.
I who knows? But thank you.
Nah, of course, no problem. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Instagram. I got, I don't got it up right now, but y'all gonna see how I edit it. I edited this video real good already. So y'all tap in, man. Appreciate y'all.